Hello and welcome to Plague Inc. Evolved. It just came out, I guess. I found it on Steam and I got it because I love Plague Inc. So now I'm playing it and we're gonna try single player and there's multiplayer, but there's not yet. But yeah, okay. The new thing seems to be beyond the multiplayer. There's no new viruses. It's just, you have the unlimited plague, hidden plague, immune plague, cheat viruses. The Neurox worm and Necrovirus. The Neurox worm is a parasitic worm that takes over people's minds by burrowing in their faces. Not their faces, their heads, same thing. The Necrovirus is zombies. And I really like the way they use them in here because it's very accurate to how a real, disease would work. And I like that. And here's all these things, which I didn't mean to double click, and you unlock them by beating the game by killing everyone. So in order to get these, you have to beat the game over and over, and in the app you could buy them if you wanted to. But I don't think there's an option now, because that'd be a bad idea for them to do before it's even released. And normally these are the 3 difficulties that were in the app. This one is new, the Mega Brutal, and there's Genetic Drift. I don't know what that is. Apparently it's for players who thought Brutal was casual, which I only played Brutal. You just look, like most people just play the game. I mean, like, they look up a guide online because these things are not easy. So, like, you look up a guide, you do this, that's how you complete the game. You basically just do things like when it tells you to. This is my second match. The first one I played and I recorded it half quality and the sound was crap. So I just, skipped it. I'm just ignoring it. This is like I don't know. I'm playing it now and I want to show you it, so you can decide whether or not you want to buy it. Do I think you should buy it, even though it is an early access game? Yes, I do. It's already got basically everything the original Plague Inc. had, and it's like Pandemic, except modernized. Pandemic hasn't done anything since Pandemic 2.5, I believe, so this excites me a lot. Now, normally there are certain diseases. USA and Canada is rich, and the UK, so you don't want to go there because they're rich and they have money and they will obliterate you. There are poor countries, but they tend to be in areas that are not easy to access. So Saudi Arabia, for example, is a good place to access because they have planes and boats. Yeah, I think they should add trains. Yeah, that would be another good vector, but still. Normally your methods of... I do think they should add trains. They should add trains and roads, and then just land and travel. So if someone walks from like one country to the other to buy milk, I don't know why you do that, it would simulate that. I think that would be a good idea. But anyway, back to this thing. This is, not Pandemic. This is Plague. I will confuse that many times. Justin Bieber is trampled by biomes. My mouth is just not working today. Top-notch mine! That was a joke from the app, too. Most of the things are from the app, except for the ones that aren't, which I don't know if they are actually not from the app or just not. I haven't seen them because I haven't played in a while because I got a new phone and my new phone removed all my save data, which I have unlocked everything! So, well, basically everything. I have the Necrovirus with, most of the things at the beginning that I showed you that you have to beat the game to get. My mouse will stop working at times. It should not be an issue. And okay, so there are vectors. If you've never played Pandemic or Plague, there are vectors: birds, rodents, and livestock. There's also insects and blood, which seem to be the same thing. I don't get why there's 2. Because if you travel through blood, then you can get inside an insect, and I mean, an insect, if you can stay an insect, then you're in the blood. Whatever. Redundant. My mouse... Why? I think it's this one screen. I don't know. There's also water and air, and sometimes random events will happen, like better air filters for planes, or better spraying stuff for boats. Those will, you can't, like, travel on them. It says you can't, but you can. It just happens very, very rarely. It's very difficult to do unless you have, like, basically everyone infected. They postponed the Olympics. That was one of the random events. I think it's really just postpone the Olympics, and then air filters and, like, water cleaning, I don't know, something like that. So normally I would do this and this and this and this and this, just get all these, because that would allow me to travel through boats and planes and just wreck everyone. I could go to the United States and everywhere to the world. But the last game, I infected everywhere, but I could not kill them fast enough. And I didn't actually infect everyone. I couldn't finish off Canada and the USA to infect them entirely. In Greenland, Greenland I actually infected better than the Canada. Here's the new thing. It's if you've never played before, you won't know. This looks like it's made for multiplayer. You can see the data. It's cold and sparsely populated. You go to Canada, you see like, oh, they're cold and rich, which is not fun. And then you go to the USA, which is urban and rich. And you go to Russia, and they're like wet, and Canada, what is that? Is that rural? Rural, cold, humid. Okay, they're rural, curl, whatever, you know? They're curl. Their name is Carl, and they, you know, that's what Russia does. So here we have choices. I normally would get all these, but I'm not going to because I didn't work last time, so I'm just going to get 2 air and see. Did it just like get longer? I don't know. I like to see it like actually change as you get different traits, but I mean not like actual traits that affect people, because that wouldn't make sense. But like it. Here, I'll show you. This just says it gives the ability to travel on dust and stuff. Like, what if it showed, like, the membrane getting harder or something? Like, it thickens, and the tendrils might grow longer to allow it to, like, pick up more air currents. Like, you know, just grab more air. I don't know. I'm glad about the new music, because the old music was really repetitive, and this is just kind of, it's in my ears, but it's not, like, I don't know, just whatever it was before. We subscribed to Australia. I don't know if you can turn off the tips, yes you can. So that makes it so the game doesn't assume that I'm, like, retarded and have never played the game before, which is very, very untrue, because I've played this one once, but I've played the app many, many, many times. And I'm excited to see it come to PC. This is something I wanted. So, CDC, don't recommend oral drug for gonorrhea treatment. Okay, thank you, CDC. CDC are important during necrovirus because they're like, oh, zombies and stuff, you know. AC-130 safest place in advanced zombie attack. That's from when they added the necrovirus. Every time they add a virus, they seem to add a lot of things. And then you get the references like the top-notch mine. There's more, I don't remember them because my memory's crap. See, certain times like this will happen. In the mobile, like, you might think, oh, this is annoying that you have to click on stuff. It feels like a mobile game. Well, it is. But also, what else would you do? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit here and watch it. Oh, I have enough DNA points. I'm going to get the thingy now. Okay, time to sit here and watch some more. Just wait for stuff to happen. There's not much else to do. it's not that killer. You don't have to move the screen around. You're zoomed out the whole time. They fixed the fact that this was in the way. There was a bar. It was like here, and Canada was like Canada on top of Russia. The bubble would be like right behind it. The Japanese are being all Japanese, so I could get drugs resistance to stop those like smoking Japanese people who just get high all the time, and just stop them from stopping me, and that would, like, you know, be a thing. I have no idea what that genetic drift thing is. I've never heard of it before, and yeah. So I guess there's multiplayer now, which let me think. Oh wow, this is new. You can see what arid countries, humid countries. Yeah, you can just see all the information that you want. So like, here's just all the countries. I don't know, which is kind of pointless. I guess it would show you which ones would be beneficial for your current traits. Like, I am resistant to heat because I started getting more infectious than Total Biscuit. I am more infectious than Total Biscuit. I lost my train of thought because I had to make that comment. And okay, so since I started in Saudi Arabia, I am resistant to heat. That means if I go to like Australia, I'm resistant to heat, but they have drugs. Those smoking Australians with their just tons of weed, and you know, my disease is a non-smoker. Secondhand smoke kills, you know. So so you get like drug resistance to protect yourself from those smoking Australians or the Canadians. The Canadians are the worst. They're cold and lots of drugs. You mutate random systems depending on your transmissions. All the transmissions increase. It doesn't say it. It doesn't say it. It doesn't say anymore. They increased your mutation chance. I don't know. Maybe they changed that. I don't know. You can devolve. Normally it reduces points, but last time I did it twice and it would still give me 2 points back, which is unusual. You will get noticed, and they will, people will react. They will try to cure the disease and stop you from killing them in the face. I have noticed that Australia and Greenland look the exact same. Iceland does too. Like, certain places have different, like, I don't know, what is this? Is this supposed to be something special? I don't know about Canada that much. The UK, it looks like London. This is New York. Mexico is, that's the same as somewhere else, I think. I don't know. It could be Mexico City. I have no idea. So your goal is obviously to kill everyone your disease. Unless you're a Neurox worm, in which your job is not only to either kill everyone, or you could infect everyone. Once you have infected everyone, the Neurox worm is a mind control thingy, so you rule the world. And you did kill everyone, and you will survive. That's the disease that makes the most sense. I like that. It's like, your goal is not to kill everyone and disappear from the world forever. Your goal is to infect everyone and take it over. That's how, you know, aliens work. They take over worlds. Aliens would be Neurox worms. But really it's like, oh, we found an ancient worm, or something, an ancient parasite, and its traits are not normal compared to normal, or modern diseases. Just look, here's one of the random events. This is really freaking douchey. It's going to be hard to spread by ship. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get Greenland without the water thingy. I'm going to grab it. I'll grab that. And, oh man, the cool thing is, this. Because, let's see, yeah, it shows in symptoms. So I imagine if I get like this, first, like, coughing, it would show the lungs. And you can see, I think that's the stomach and the heart, maybe. And, you know, your arms and legs, if those, like, fall off, that would, you know, that would be bad for a human. I wouldn't know. I'm I'm not that experienced with humans, but, so, you know, humans, man, they're so weird. They got like 2 arms and 2 legs and 10 limbs, and no one's gonna get that reference. It was an XKCD reference. What if? What if is a scientific thing? It doesn't matter! I'm going on a rant. I don't know what a rant is. My dog barked, you can probably hear him. Random events like tsunamis hitting Norway happen. People just die. It's like, yes, die. But it can be bad if they like, maybe your disease guy got killed and then, damn, that's really unlucky. But it also hurts their more infectious than HIV. HIV. More infectious than HIV. So here we look. Their medical research should have been damaged. But in this case, it doesn't seem to be. I don't know. So now it's mostly waiting game. I'm gonna speed it up because the last game was half an hour long and I don't want this game to be that long. Well, see, look, wait, no, we upgraded our, they got sterilization filters, we upgraded it, countered it, so now they no longer work on us, which is weird. I think, like, they should feel more free to travel around and not understand that your disease has worked around it yet, because that's how it would work. It's like, we can stop this, and they assume that it works, but then suddenly it stops working. And now it's like, oh, damn, we've been, like, everywhere, and everyone's got John Madden eggs now. No, the world is doomed. That's how it works. That's how the world will end. So, India is another good place to start. China, I don't know, I just start in India and then China just always dies with me. Greenland's always a hard nut to crack because, why am I getting so many tsunamis right now? They got 6,000 people with that. It doesn't seem to, like, normally it would show them being, like, red and cracked, but this time it's not. 2015, man, it's the future. The future is now. They have found me. That means they will start trying to cure me, and I am more infectious than Creative Commons. And Central Asia starts working on a cure. Now I'm going to pause the game to see where has not been infected. It's Greenland. Greenland, some irrelevant northern nations, parts of Europe, and Morocco as always. So, what are we going to do? We gotta get them before they stop doing stuff, you know, like when they start caring. So this increases infection, and then this increases, well, it doesn't increase, you know, it's just blarg, and then dysentery, and then insanity, and then seizures, and then paranoia so they don't look for help. And then we should be good. That should start to kill people. Well, we want to kill people a bit, but not like entirely. We want them to infect people first, and then they can die. Once they've infected people, we don't care. Like Saudi Arabia, they can just all die in a fire, or from my disease. They're starting to shut crap down. That's not what we want. John Madden killing very fast. It's killing faster than it's spreading. Terrible. But I mean, it does make sense because I would assume that counts the places we have already infected entirely. Iceland is the global cure effort where they send this blue plane around and they're like, stop the disease, stop the madness, and you know, that kind of stuff that Iceland would do. Really, it's just whoever, it's just someone. It could be the US or China or India, maybe. I don't think it's been India, but it doesn't matter. You know, you get the point. So we can get more thingies to make it, we increase our disease in certain ways. So this kills people, but then this one will make it harder to cure. Paralysis. I don't know. My mind's just not working today. Or my mouth. Or my mind. We are getting lots of points right now because we're spreading very fast, I assume. So now we'll get paralysis. And we'll get coma, because that is not, it's hard to cure people that are, you know, not responding to anything. Holy crap, this is working well, I think. We're probably gonna fail, but we can try, can't we? No. So I'm mostly gonna try to... Ooh, I wanna keep mutating stuff blocks. I guess blocks. I say it in a satirical way. So, it's okay. It's okay. It's not gay if it's a three-way. They're more infectious than smallpox, which is even worse than big pox! Or maybe worse than big pox. I don't know. So we're probably gonna fail, but, you know, Brazil's breaking down, which isn't that different than it is now, you know? That's how it was anyway. It was like that when I got there! And... So yeah, I don't think there's much left. We're probably not going to succeed. Why is Greenland's port still open? You'd think they'd shut down by now. They're going to shut down any moment now. The cure is going to get cured. I don't have any more DNA points. Ooh, you can slow down the cure with your drug. It's done that twice. I think that's a glitch. It's, yeah, 3 times. But the third one was different. It was different, but now we have failed. We have been cured, and there is no hope. So now we must die. The cure has been deployed, and now we lose. We lose many times, but it is okay because we try and we make video about the game, so that other people may see the game and buy it and be happy, or die. You know how it is. Just, if you don't buy the game, you'll probably die. If you do, you'll still die. But hey, you know, that's how it is. We can have 12 DNA points, which we cannot use for anything because we've already been cured, so we have been cured. And there is no more infection. And my throat is kind of sore because I've been talking really fast, and now it's frozen. It should only take a moment. There we go. John Mang has been destroyed by humanity. So now you can see like a replay, and you can see it spread. But this is pandemic, you know. No, this is plague. Thank you. I don't know, for your interest in this game. It's just something I really like, and I think a lot of people should play this game. And I can't wait for multiplayer. It's going to be so awesome, and the developers are pretty cool guys. And I think I haven't really met them, but they don't seem to be douchebags. And they aren't owned by EA or Ubisoft or any company. I think they're just independent. So yeah, that's awesome. Just get this game. I mean, I think it's just a really good thing you should do. And I hope you liked the video. And if you get anything, I don't know, you've already watched all of it, so if there's not much I can do for you, you can just leave a mean comment, and I will read it. Unless I don't read it because Google Chrome doesn't show comments, so I have to open Internet Explorer. And I'm stinging on. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.